Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
All right, I like that. Today we're going to be learning a new song, and it's called The Sun and the Moon. And after we sing it a few times, we're going to go on and play some new patterns on the instruments that are underneath your chairs. But for right now, please do not touch them. I know they're awesome, but we're not going to touch them until a little bit later, okay? So, when you think about the sun and the moon, do they travel together? Do you see them at the same time?
No.
No?
Yes.
Or are they opposite from each other? Sometimes you see them at the same time, right? But are they right next to each other?
No.
Only on
a solar eclipse. But sometimes it's
Man, you're right. Yes.
But sometimes when it's evening, the sun's almost down and the moon actually it's like.
Yeah, they're kind of like this. You
Yeah.
see one on this side and one on the other side?
I see the sun at like the west,
It's like the
western, and then I see the moon like I can barely see it, but I can see it. It's like
Yeah, yeah, you can see both of them, but they're not sitting right next to each other, not like this, right? They're like this.
Sometimes when the sun's going down, it's going.
Right. So in this song that we're going to be singing today, it's about the sun and the moon, and they get in this big argument. You know, they just can't get along because they used to travel together. So in this song, because they can't get along, that's why they travel opposite like this. Okay? So now we're going to sing the song, and I want you to use your listening ears, and we're going to sing the song for you, and then we're going to teach it to you, okay?
Who is the sun? He's the uncertainty time, and the moon is catching on. Just because we never thought on this every path down travel with the TV time, with the TV it is time.
Thank you.
So now we heard a word. Did you guys hear a word? Some words in there that you don't usually hear. Like at the end, we said "tibitan." Does anybody know what that even means? Tibitan. Exactly. It's really just kind of a nonsense word. So I want to make sure you guys can say this with us when we go through and sing it. So can you guys say Tibitan?
Tibitan. Let's
One
say
more
it one more
time.
time. Tibitan. Very good.
Tibitan. All right. Now we're going to say. Open up the projector here. This is what the song looks like here.
There it is.
And up here is the Tibitan.
So that's what it looks like.
Okay, so now that's the refrain, and we're going to say it together, but we're going to do it in time. So I want you guys to keep a steady beat.
Don't speed it up.
Speed it up and keep it right with us. 1, 2, 3, go.
With the
Tibby, 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 tibby,
Tibitan. Listen. Tib to the tibby, 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 it is done. Okay, now we're going to do it together. Okay, I heard some of you jumping in. That was very good. So I'm going to go ahead.
Why does it say in Spanish or French?
They have a verse in Spanish,
No, right
but we're
there.
going to be singing it in English today.
Right there, see? Right down there.
This
Right
is
here?
all in Spanish.
Yeah, and down.
And down here. These are the same verses, but these ones are in Spanish. Today we're going to be singing in English. It's a little bit easier, don't you
It's a bit
think?
easier.
So
You
then
guys
you
can
can
understand
understand
it
what
a
the
bit.
words are. Okay, so now I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna say this part together. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. With the tibby, 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 on. With the tibby, 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 it is done. Make sure you're reading along. At the end it says, it is done. It does not say Tibitan again, okay? So let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. with the tippy, 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 tippy tom. With the tippy, 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 it is done. Very good. So now we're going to go back and we're going to learn this first phrase together, okay? So you listen to me first, and then I'm going to have you repeat it. Let's get our steady beat going again. There we go. Very good. Who is the sun? Is the red sun tippy tom? When the moon is past shining on. 1, 2, ready, sing. Who is the sun? Is the red sun tippy tom? When the moon is past shining on. Very good. Let's do it again. 1, 2, ready, sing. Who is the sun? Is the red sun tippy tom? When the moon is past shining on. Let's sit up a little bit straighter. Is that how we sing? That's much better. Now let's sing that part one more time together. Okay, ready? 1, 2, ready, sing. Who is the sun? Is the red sun tippy tom? When the moon is past shining on. Very good. Now we're going to move on, and Mr. Edwards is going to sing these next 2 lines for you.
Just because they had a call on this earth, but there's no trouble. 1, 2, ready, sing. Just because they had a call on this earth, but there's no trouble.
Let's do that one
I
again.
want
Can
this
we all
side.
see the words in the back? Can't see them? How do I?
We can always see the words
How
about
about
my
back
shirt.
row? Why don't you stand up and go, just while you're learning the words, go and sit on the floor in front of the front row. Back row only, everybody else should be okay.
Thank
I
you
want
for
you
staying
guys-
quiet, you guys.
And I want you guys over here especially to still keep the steady beat with us, okay?
Just make sure you watch the chords up there.
Here, we can move this stand out of your way.
Why do I hear club bass front row?
That's not me.
Yes?
I can't use both my kids because yesterday, but I get off the bed, my arm got.
Okay, well you can just tap with one hand. That's okay. 1, 2, ready, sing.
Because they had a call on this earth, but there's no trouble.
Let's sing it one
Let's
more
sing one
time.
more time.
1, 2, ready, sing. Just because they had a call on this earth, but there's no trouble.
You guys sound so good. So good that we're going to move on to this next part. Remember when we did with just the tapping and we spoke it? So now we're going to sing it together. So we're going to sing, Mr. Edwards and I are going to sing it first, and then you're going to echo, okay? 1, 2, ready, sing. With the tippy, 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 tippy tom. With the tippy, 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 it is done. That one's a little bit harder, so we're going to go slowly through that one, okay? I'm going to catch back in. 1, 2, ready, sing. With the tippy, 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 tippy tom. With the tippy, 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 it is done. Let's do that again. You almost got it. So
Good
good.
job.
1, 2, ready, sing.
With the tippy, 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 tippy tom. With the tippy, 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 it is done.
Let's do it one more time for good measure. 1, 2, ready, sing.
With the tippy, 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 tippy tom. With the tippy, 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 it is done.
All right, let's look at this part right over here. You guys are not going all the way down here. You're going all the way back up. So let's do this line one more time, okay?
Just that line.
So make sure you're reading along.
1, 2, ready, sing. With the tippy, 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 tippy top.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
So make sure that after you say tibby, the third time, we're going to go down here and then back up. Remember, you guys were learning about leaps? Leaps all the way up here.
Has a D right there.
I know, that's the name of the chord
P instead.
that we're playing on the guitar. Okay, so let's sing it again.
1, 2, ready, sing. With the tippy, 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 tippy top. With the tippy, 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 it is time.
So close, about half of you've got it. So let's do it one more time, okay?
I know you guys can do
1,
it.
2, ready, sing. With the tippy, 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 tippy top. With the tippy, 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 it is time.
Much better that time. So let's put the whole song together, okay? We got this? Okay.
1, 2, ready, sing. Who is the sun? He's the ransom to be done. If the moon is not, I'll be back. Just because they had a quarrel on their separate paths now travel. With the tippy, 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 tippy top. With the tippy, 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 it is time.
Sounding really good. For this time, we're going to do it with the guitar.
Guitar, alright.
I'm going to sing with you guys, and Mr. Edwards is going to play the guitar for you, okay? So he's going to count us off just like I was doing, okay?
1, 2, 3. Who is the sun? He's the ransom to be found. And the moon is kept on me back. Just because they had a quarrel on their separate paths now travel. With a tippy, 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 tippy top. With a tippy, 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 it is time.
Very good. So let's do it one more time, and I'm going to play it on the piano this time. So Mr. Edwards is going to count you in, okay?
We have to make sure we watch our rest here and we don't just jump back in here. That threw a couple of us off, but that's okay though. We got back on track.
It's very good, you guys.
I like that you guys are getting the hang of it. Alright.
All right, the back row can now go back to their seats, okay? All right.
Remember to keep your, don't touch your instruments, keep them there. I heard a couple, don't even kick them with your feet, alright? Okay, so today we might have a little bit of a refresher lesson for you. We're going to be learning about a musical concept that is called an ostinato, which is a repeated rhythmic pattern. Now, you guys have heard of ostinato before, right? Yes or no?
No. I have.
I
Some
think
of
you
you
guys
remember,
have.
some of
I
you
think
don't.
you guys have. You've heard of ostinato, right? Miss Payton here is going to write it up on the board. Maybe by seeing it, that'll refresh your memory.
For some reason, this word is just hard to see. They've done it.
Alright.
I haven't seen it.
I need to
Alright. Can you guys say ostinato? One more time.
And an ostinato is a repeated rhythmic what do we call that?
An ostinato.
Very good. Okay, so now we're going to be learning one together.
So we're going to be learning this first pattern. So we will, I want you guys all to keep a steady beat. Everybody, even the back row, keep a steady beat. Don't rush it. Slow it down a bit. Me and Peyton are going to demonstrate what this first row is going to be like, alright? It's going to be pa, 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 pa. So that's going to be what the first row is going to be doing. So I want the second and third rows. You're going to still keep the steady beat as everybody in the first row does the pattern. Miss Peyton is going to keep. That's
You
okay.
can tap it on your leg, okay?
Do it on your leg. Miss Peyton's going to keep the steady beat with the second and third rows, and I want the first row to follow me, okay? Alright, so keep that steady beat going. Alright, first row, ready?
Oh, we're speeding up. Let's get a steady beat.
Alright, steady beat.
There we go.
There we
Very
go.
good.
First row, ready, go. That's with me.
Sounds good, Dad.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. So that you guys are going to be group 1. You're our first pattern. Now, okay. So now, okay.
It's worth it.
Okay. So now, in the first group, can you guys, or just anybody, but the first group, if you know it more, can you tell me where you think that pattern is in this? Can you tell me what words correspond with that pattern?
So we
You
have
just
the
clap out. Can you
Where
tell
do
me?
you see that?
The first one is like this is the
Are you sure? So that one goes to is the sun. Is the sun. Does that match
Which words?
what are the words?
Dustin really has girls.
Just because they. Very good.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Good. That's exactly it, right there. That's the pattern that the first group just clapped out, the first row.
Very good. Great. We're running short on time, so let's just stick
Oh.
with this pattern. So
Okay,
everybody, we're
Everybody?
gonna clap this pattern together. I'm gonna
Alright.
keep a steady beat, and then everybody, I want you to clap this pattern, okay?
Okay, I'll get you started on the pattern, so alright? Everybody just keep the steady beat to start out with. Alright,
Slowly.
slow it down.
Very good. Very good.
1, 2, ready, go. Alright, good. You guys got it.
All right. So now you can pick up your instruments,
You pick those up.
and we are gonna do the same pattern we were just clapping on our instruments today. You know how to use that one? Very good. All right. So we're gonna clap that again. I'm gonna
So you
keep.
guys, do you know in the back how to use those?
It's okay.
Alright,
Okay,
keep your
girls.
instruments.
Now that we've experimented, now we're gonna do the pattern together,
Alright,
okay?
here we go.
So I'm gonna keep the steady
You
beat
gotta
for
keep
you.
a steady beat. Alright, and follow me. Alright, 1, 2, ready, go.
Very good,
Yeah,
guys.
good. You guys got the hang of it.
Okay,
That's
stop
good.
now.
That's good enough.
Thank you. So now we're gonna put it with the song. Mr. Edwards and I are going to sing the song together while you guys play the ostinato pattern. So let's get our ostinato pattern started again, okay?
So,
Alright, so today we were talking about a pattern. What did we call that pattern again? Yes, an ostinato. Now can somebody tell me what they think an ostinato is? You are so smart. Good job. Alright, so now we're going to do it again, and I'm going to clap the pattern with you, and Mr. Edwards and I are going to sing it also. So I'm going to get the steady beat going.
Watch the steady beat there. Don't rush it. Okay.
So let's start our ostinato. Alright, we're going to go back. So, who can tell me what an ostinato pattern is? Yes, and how did we do that today? Listen. What were you guys doing in the class to show what an ostinato pattern is? You did! Alright, and can somebody tell me what the song was about?
When the sun and the wind fight.
Yeah, they fight.
Even better.
And so, when they got in a fight, what happened? What did they start doing?
They started doing something with.
They did! Alright, so we're going to do a final performance of the song. So, are you guys ready to do your ostinato patterns one more time?
Yeah.
Alright, so
But
let's...
before we do that, though, now when we played our ostinato pattern, you noticed
Please
that...
listen to Mr. Edwards.
Listen up. Now, when you played your ostinato pattern, you noticed that when you were playing it, it worked the whole way through. And that's what the rhythmic, that's how come it just keeps repeating. Did you guys notice that? That the pattern works all the way through the song, okay? So it's a pattern that can go that works all the way through the song. Alright, now let's do that final performance, okay? Miss Payton will keep our steady beat.
You guys are going to do the pattern, yeah?
Be the pattern, so it can be
Would you all repeat after me? Say, the sun is bright.
The sun is
Does that sound familiar? What does that sound like?
Yeah, the
It sounds like the
The what? What's that word? What are you playing? The ostinato. Okay, so now. Instrument ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Stop. Sometimes if you put words with it, it helps them feel it and be able to keep it going more. Okay. We've got about 5 minutes. You want to try and add a different ostinato to it?
Alright,
Another rhythm? Okay, listen, we're going to do a new rhythm. Listen.
Okay, so let's get our steady beat going. Let's tap it this time, okay?
So you're reaching on the ground. Everybody put your hands on the
In front
ground.
of you.
Yeah, just put it on the ground. Okay, okay, now right now.
Keep our steady beat.
Give her a beat. New pattern. Ostinato coming your way. side, pick up your instruments. Kaylee's side of the room, pick up your instruments. This side's gonna sing. And then we'll switch it. Okay, then we'll switch it. Alright, so you're the singers right now, they're gonna do the
You're the singers. You get to sing with me.
you're all singers too.
We're doing this now.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna do the ostinato pattern with you guys, okay? So we're gonna do the new one. Okay? So let's pick up our instruments. Okay, let's get that started. Ready?
We're gonna get that steady and we're gonna come in, alright? Good.
Very good. So now we're gonna switch.
So
This side, put your instruments on your
Instrument down underneath you.
Just like that.
You guys sing this time.
Alright. So we're gonna do tippy, 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 tippy. Say the words to help you keep it steady. Tippy, tippy, Alright guys, it's your instrument on the ground.
instrument on your deck. Okay,
You wanna finish up? We're ready, last minute stuff, and then we'll line up. We'll be good.
Okay, you guys. So today we learned about something, and we learned two different patterns. What kind of patterns were they? You're just stretching?
An ostinato.
An ostinato pattern. And who can tell me what an ostinato pattern is? A repeating pattern. And today we played two different patterns. And what did we use to show a pattern? And our instruments. And what else did we use besides our instruments? Yeah, but how did we show the ostinato? We used instruments, and before we were using instruments, what were we using? Were we using our hands and repeating it? And we also used words to do the ostinato patterns too, didn't we? Well, now it's time for you to line up. So,
Alright, if you are in the back row, walk quiet.
leave your instrument under your chin.
If you are in the front row, walk quietly to the door. If you are in the middle row, walk quietly. And after we get lined up, we have one more song we need to sing today. Ready? Here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Keisha. Happy birthday to you.
conditioner done?